All right, guys. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at the markets here for going into next week. So, taking a look at SPY's chart, pretty simple, right? We've seen basically just a move, pull back to the 9 EMA, and we're continuing to hold, so on and so forth. So there's nothing really changed here. We are getting a sell signal, which could be short-term momentum is being lost in the short term, where we could have something like this, or we could have something like this, and it ends up continuing to go. So kind of just depends on the market, what the market wants to do. But right now, green trend, we look good and continue to trade it as such. One thing to pay attention to is QQQ. You can see here, if I can zoom in a little bit better, um, one of the things we keep running into is this, or we're getting a lower high. So we had this breakout. This could just be a shakeout, but there was some strong volume on Friday. I'm going to hide this because it's bothering me. But we did have some strong volume on Friday, 125% of normal. And so sellers did come in. This could be a potential lower high, so we have to watch out for that. 21 EMA will be a key over under level, but for now, we have a green trend and we want to wait. And if it decides to shift, then we can shift as well. Okay. So right now, market looks good for continued upside. We've held green all throughout here. Here was the last time market went red, and that's when you should have went cash. So this is telling us there's nothing to worry about just yet, but we are at support, so we want to look for relative strength names for now, but keep a close eye on spot or the indexes. IWM is clearly outperforming in the short term. Similar with DIA. This one looks good as well. So we had daily squeeze fire off to the upside, and now we've been trading inside this range for quite some time. We may continue to trade sideways and wait for the 9 to catch up. But let's take a look at a few stocks. Baba had a key breakout. We are in this one, and we got in back in this week right here, and we're starting to see this finally break out after earnings. And we're up about 11% on the shares. So I want to continue to see, can we get to 150 is what I'm thinking that is the move ahead. So keep an eye on that. I'm looking for 150 to be a level to break or a level to be reached. Looks like we are moving into stage 2. So I've been talking about this for a long time in the China names. You can see how we started trade sideways, created stage 1, and then we've created higher lows, higher lows, higher low, higher low, and now we are getting that gap up off of earnings and the chip news. So right now we're just going to let that one trade. Then we want to look at relative strength names from Friday when we saw the markets moving lower. Most notably, we see Rocket Lab. It's got $50, that resistance level coming up here, but we had a buy signal here, and this chart looks good. It's getting tight. I think we could see a nice breakout on this one and a new high. From there, let's see. We can run our fibs and see where the 1272 would be from this point, but yeah, 157. So we could see a really nice move on this one, a $10 move. So about 20-ish%. So yeah, Rocket Lab looks good, especially with the relative strength it showed on Friday. So if we can get above like this 49-ish level, then we get that breakout at 350. I think we should be off to the races. So that one looks great. ABT. So we had the shakeout to the downside. We got bought back up. We went from yellow to green. And you can see the last time we went from yellow to green, we had this really nice move up. So what I'm looking for is you can see we had this strong candle up, and we've had 1, 2, 3 inside candles. So I'm looking for a breakout and push to the upside into 140. And then all-time highs are right up here. So If we get up into 142.60, that's all-time highs, and I think that's very achievable. We've got this cup and handle pattern here that looks pretty good. A little bit of a choppy stock, but I think that this one is getting ready for a pretty uh, good breakout. We just got to keep our risk tight. Okay. APP, this one, we can look at the weekly chart first. You can see here, the last time we had, or the last time we got above the 50 and held above the 50 was way back here. So when we had the 21 or the 9, 21, and 50 cross positive was back in there. And you can see we are getting that for the first time here. We couldn't get that there, but we've got it here. So I'm looking for, can this break out to the upside? We've got a daily chart. We've got higher low, higher low, higher low, and now we're getting really tight. So I think we could see a breakout on this one to the upside. And I think this one looks really good as well. And that one's showing relative strength too. And then IYR. So real estate sector, we had a buy signal on Thursday. I missed that one. But bigger picture talking, we have weekly charts with A plus buys. This one looks like we could break out and go test 100. I think that's coming up. Toast, relative strength name. We broke out past these highs, this resistance at around 42.50. And now we came back, tested the 21. We're only one dot in to the squeeze, but I think this one looks good. We've gone from red to yellow, and I want to see, can we shape up and go to green for an entry? So here's the last time we had red to yellow to green, and then we have this nice gap up. Same thing here, red to yellow to green, and we had a good trend for a minute. Same thing, red to yellow to green, and we had this good trend up. So I am looking for this one to shape up a little bit more on the daily chart, but the weekly chart looks pretty good here. We don't have much resistance until we get to about $50. So watch out for that one. And let's mark out key psych level around 50 bucks. So keep a close eye on that. Reddit. So this one had a really nice move off of, we had weekly buy signals here and then a weekly buy signal here, and we had a really awesome move to the upside. So that one has had a strong move to the upside, and I think we're in this some sort of phase here, but we could see a continued leg higher on this name. We had daily buys back in here. I'm looking at, okay, we've got daily buys printing right here. So can we get a breakout of this little tight range and a move back up into 250? This one, relative strength name as well. It was outpacing the market by a little bit. Like if we go look at, well, let's check IWM. If we look at Qs, Qs were down 1.16 and Reddit was up on the day. BSX, we're in this one. Weekly chart looks great. It's going to continue to hold this. Looking for a break of 107. GE. So this goes along with the idea of the aerospace stocks. So Rocket Lab looks the best, but GE is close behind it. You can see here where price is tightening up. We're building higher lows. We've got green trend bars, and we went from yellow to green, and now we're going yellow to green with some buy signals. And I think that this one looks great. Can we go test 300 at some point here? Because this has been one of the leaders. This has been a leading stock, and you can see it's pretty obvious. It's been very strong recently. Take two. Don't know I'm necessarily going to trade that one. So last week I brought you guys the ARC stocks. So Kathy Wood stocks, all of these, a lot of them are looking really good. So if we go look at the daily, you can see we're building this flag here and we're building this tight range. If we can break out on this one out of this range, we should see a nice move back up into the highs. ARC looks similar, and ARC X looks similar as well. The only one that doesn't look good is ARC G. So yeah, keep an eye on those. We've got Zillow printing a daily buy here. Nice uptrend. Last time we printed a daily buy was right here, and we caught this, or there was this really nice move to the upside. So you can see the signal seemed to work pretty well on this name. Didn't it had a nice move here off the daily buys. We traded this one. This one, not as great. Granted, it was right before earnings. Here, sell signals worked really nice. And then here, buy signals worked nice. So let's keep an eye on this one. And we are holding a pretty solid trend of higher highs and higher lows. IONQ. So this one has had the red to yellow to green move. And now on the weekly chart, you can see we've got a weekly buy signal that just printed. And you can see here, last time we had weekly buys, boom, we had this huge move up. So that one looks great. Rocket Lab. So this one looks, or sorry, Roblox. This one looks good as well. We had a daily buy and then an inside close here. We broke the low there, but this one looks great. If we can get a breakout to the upside, this is been one of the leaders as well. So we want to keep an eye on this because we had this nice bounce off the 50, and now we're trading in a tight range after gapping up and holding the gap. So that one looks good. MP, we're printing daily buys, building higher lows. We've got the green trend bars. Might just need a little more sideways action and we could get a push back up to 80 bucks. Bros, we're in this one and we're up about 50%. We trimmed earlier this week at 80%, but this one on the weekly chart just looks really good. Huge buyer volume that came in. Nice buyer volume that came in this week, 130%. And so I'm looking to see, can we get continued push to the upside to $80. Tesla, we're in this one. We're up a little bit on it. Rejecting 350. We got to break 350 in order to head to 400. Once we break 350, we should be off to the races to 400 and a pretty quick move to upside. So keep an eye on that one. That one, not one of my favorites right now, but could be a really nice one to the upside if we do decide to break out. So that's my watch list. Those are the things I'm keeping an eye on. I hope this helps. Hope you guys have a good Labor Day and make sure that you take advantage of our sale. The prices of one-on-one coaching and the indicator subscription and to purchase are going to go up after this sale. So right now they are the cheapest price that they're going to be. So you can use Labor Day, code Labor Day until Friday for 25% off on anything with opportunity trading. So take advantage of that. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon and have a good rest of your week.